Welcome back, friends. Now, in this session, we are going to learn system approach for problem solving. So, what is system approach of problem solving? So, problem solving, as I said in the first session, while closing the session, I said in the operation research process, the first important task is to define the problem. And as I said, most of the time we are not able to define what real problem is. So, in this session, we are going to learn how to define the problem in a better way. So, let us understand why we need system approach or system thinking. The real devil is sub-optimization. Why? What is sub-optimization? Sub-optimization is nothing, it is the way, because we are being traditionally trained that if any problem happen, divide the problem into sub-problems and then solve those sub-problems, it will lead to a solution to the major problem. But what really happens is you solve a sub-problem and result of that is you are not able to achieve that main problem, but you created further more problems. So, how sub-optimization influence an organization, or you say what is the impact of sub-optimization? Sub-optimization is nothing just like putting a ladder against a wrong wall. You want to climb on one particular floor, but you are not putting the wall, your ladder against that particular wall where you want to go in. You reach to the another building which is not the place where you want to go. So, sub-optimization is nothing solving the wrong problem or adopting a false solution due to a wrong understanding or partial understanding of the problem. So, what should we do? So, let us look at this sub-optimization in current scenario. Just like in this pandemic situation, in the when the COVID-19 was spreading through China, what happened with the other countries? Their first response was, let us go for procurement of the testing kits. And from where the testing kits are coming? It's coming from China. So, what you did, you really invited all those problems from their country to your country, and further what happened is when you are asking for the testing kits and further procuring the other sanitization material and people of China are coming in your country, you really created a mess for yourself. So, if we look at the countries which have successfully handled coronavirus situation, countries like Taiwan or countries like Kazakhstan, what happened with them? They have on the day one, when they get to know the virus is coming, they stopped everything coming from China, and then they start screening their whether own residents or other residents coming to their country to be screened and quarantined for 14 days so that no virus can spread in their country. Whether the person is symptomatic or not, that is not a matter. Matter is he is coming from the foreign land, let me screen him, let us stop everything for spreading the virus in our country. And that's what they are successful, but we are not successful in that regard. So, what is system thinking? System thinking is aiming to a kind of situation to solving a problem by understanding organization as a whole. Look at the big picture rather than looking at just this is a problem, I want a solution. No. Look at the big picture behind that problem so that you make a holistic thinking and try to solve this particular problem. So, let us understand what is a system. A system is nothing, it is consists of three important components, that is input, processes and output. So, input is what your organization is made of, man, material, labor. Further, then you have your money which you are investing in the organization, methods, the technology which you are bringing in the organization, this is your input which you are giving. And then second thing is your processes. In the processes, you are having your leadership skills which you are through going, then you are putting some management processes by which your activities are running and day-to-day operation which you are carrying out. So, this lead to an output, what output which we get? So, output we normally just think in the organization, it is the financial output, that is a profit which we have made or loss we have made. It is not only the financial output, the satisfaction of your human resources which you have. Then people, those who are working for you, that is your supplier, are they happy with you? The government for which you are paying taxes, they are satisfied with your tax payments? Are you following ethical practices? Are you happy? Do your particular community for which you are using the resources, are they happy? So all these factors are considered as output. And finally, the most important, my customer, to whom I am supplying my product or services, are they feel delight with my product? That is what is the output of the organization. When we mix three things together, input, output, processes, that makes a system. But remember friends, one of the most important aspect of any system is, because systems are not closed systems, every system is an open system. System is being influenced by the external environment, external forces which keep on changing and which influence your inputs and output directly, indirectly, by which you need to change your processes. You need to do continuous operational research to look into what is my right process. So what are the features of a system approach? It is dynamic in nature. It understands the social system in which we are existing. It is an open system. It's adaptive in the nature. We consider multi-variables. We integrate all the variables together, and these variables are interdependent upon each other. So it is more or like a holistic view for understanding a situation. Now, few of the misunderstandings which people have about system thinking, that this particular approach don't focus on specific task or the function. Friends, we are focused onto my particular task, particular problem, but we need to have a holistic approach to understand the first class situation. Just like if you are focusing on solving a problem of a national AIDS control program, but at the same time, or you are doing an intervention for that, but at the same time, my intervention which I am planning, I should consider what are the socio-economic, cultural factors, and can I get some other benefits from this particular intervention that could be looked into together. So those are the system-related factors which we consider in our thinking. Second important misunderstanding people have about system thinking is we don't consider interpersonal relationship or loyalty or for the productivity. We are really bothered about productivity, output, and we are also concerned about interpersonal relationships among the employees, at the customers, and and the employers. So all those factors are being considered. None of the factor is missed, but we have a broad understanding. That is what we have in the system thinking. System thinking is a very detailed process to understand the real problem, go to the root cause, solving the problem, and what changes we are going to make to the environment with our understanding of the problem. So let's summarize what we have learned. So why system thinking? To produce an understanding of the system as a whole, looking at the big picture. That is the why we need system thinking. And what is system thinking? It's an approach to problem solving for designing the systems in the organization. And finally, when is to be used? This type of system thinking is required when you're dealing with social system, when you're dealing with the human beings. This type of system thinking is required. This type of system thinking is not required when you're dealing with the machines, because there are no emotions which will be revert back to you. So that is what system thinking is, which is important. Thank you very much, friends.